Hey guys, King of the North here, back with some more Sekiro. Last episode, we took Kuro, or whatever his name is, the Divine Heir, to the passage under the bridge, and we were met with Genichiro, who sliced our arm off, and now we have a prosthetic arm that we can equip tools to. And we woke up at the dilapidated temple. There is a idol carver inside who will help us with our prosthetic tools, and she appeared after we rested at the idol over there.
You truly returned from the dead. The power of the dragon's blood. I never thought I'd see it with my own eyes.
Who are you?
My name is Emma. I am a doctor serving a certain master.
What master?
Forgive me, but for his safety, I cannot reveal his identity. However, my master gave explicit orders to assist you in any way I can. I'm not telling you to trust me. However, I must fulfill my master's orders. The gourd of medicinal water you possess, that was originally a creation of mine. I am a doctor, and I will assist you in that capacity.
Okay.
You made this gourd.
Yes. It was intended for Lord Kuro, but it seems he entrusted it to you. I'm sure you may have noticed, but the medicinal waters in this gourd spring forth on their own. Even after being emptied, you will find it full again after a short rest.
Yes. Is there a way to improve it?
Bring me gourd seeds.
Gourd seeds?
Yes. Medicinal waters flow from gourd seeds. Adding new seeds will increase the volume of these medicinal waters. If you find any, bring them to me.
All right.
Goodbye.
So there'll be occasional drops in hidden areas that have the gourd seeds. That'll increase the charges of our blast by 1. And this is going over the grappling hook mechanic for our new prosthetic arm. This serves as, I would say, its main purpose for you. It's, as a grappling hook, comes in handy getting around the levels, and it's useful in some boss fights. But we will get to some tools that are beneficial in certain parts, especially some boss fights. Rest here at this idol just to gain access to it. So now we have idol travel. I should probably go over the shookers as I get them too. I believe this one... Let's take a look. This one reduces vitality damage, so pop in that. It acts as like a short buff. You'll take less damage. There's a lot of dogs down here. You probably can't see them just yet. They're very easy to deflect and get a killing blow on. All enemies will drop loot, and holding down the square button will cause you to absorb it from a pretty decent range, actually. They're pretty generous with that. Make sure no one's sitting out here. But yeah, like I said, there's some dogs around this area. These guys aren't too hard to sneak up on, as you just saw. Getting your stealth killing blows in. Ceramic shards, those act as like a distraction. There's a guy down there. I just want to make sure I'm getting all the items here. I believe if you get the guy on the right here, you're free to still stealth the guy on the left. Let's see. I rolled out too far. So these guys have guns. You can deflect the bullets. There's a dog. Like I said, very easy to deflect these guys and get your killing blow in. I want to try sticking to the path on the right here, just because I know there's items up there and allows me to get some stealth hits in. And there are roosters here. They're probably a little bit more deadlier than the dogs, believe it or not. Wheel. Okay, we'll come here in a second. Because there is an idol there. There's also, I think, 2 or 3 more dogs. I didn't get a deflect there, it was just a block. I think that actually reset the dogs, but it's alright. So from here, come up to this path on the left. We do have a mini boss or obstacle, whatever some people like to refer it to. Right there, it's a general. He will require 2 death blows to finish off. He's really your first. I actually kind of want to reset him. Actually, he's not aggroed. He's just alerted. Definitely want to crouch here. You can skip him, but you'll see in a second it's not worth it. To skip him, he's got valuable goods on him. And just like that. Don't fall into obstacle or the stuff around here, because it will alert him. Alright, my guard was actually broken there. Alright, so that's a grab. You want to roll away from those or jump away, whatever you can do. This is the first death blow on him. And in second phases, most enemies usually become slightly more aggressive. If you hold your block or guard, it'll actually help you drop your poise damage. So I need to drop mine right there. There we go. And like I said, totally worth fighting him because you get a prayer bead and you get a gourd seed. Prayer beads, after you get 4, I believe it is, you will be able to turn them in for vitality increase. A little difficult to talk during boss fights, obviously, because I gotta pay attention with timing. But as I was saying, you can get a stealth kill if you don't land and make a bunch of noise, and that gets you halfway. And that's actually kind of what you want to do, especially early on in the game. After that first killing blow, they become a little bit more aggressive in their second tier, or some enemies will have 3 phases. So you'll be blocking, but you also want to keep attacks going while you're doing that. And if your posture bar at the bottom is filling up and getting full, it's wise to get away for a little bit and just hold your guard, and you'll see that the bar drops off quickly. And with that, we will actually go and use our gourd seed here. I do want to see something real quick. What am I at in terms of... Okay, we're like halfway through for our experience bar or whatever it is. Okay, so I guess sitting at... Alright, you have to rest. That's what it is. Traveling will reset the area as well. Excuse me. Head back to the dilapidated temple. And after we get gourd seeds, we will come back to the doctor here.
I'm glad you've come, Master Wolf.
Is this a gourd seed?
Yes. Bring it here. Plant the seed into the gourd. Perfect. Now the volume of medicinal waters in your gourd will increase.
Such a strange medicine.
Is it strange? I don't take any offense to that. If it's effective, then that's cause for celebration, whether it's strange or not. That's what my mentor Dogen taught me.
I see.
Please bring me any other gourd seeds you find. I should be able to further increase the volume of the medicinal water. Goodbye.
Alright. So resting at this will cause the charges to fill. There we go. And we will travel back to the idol we were just at. Okay. If you do notice some of these things are a little choppy resting at idols, it's probably because I am going to be cutting out loading screens, just because they are a little bit longer than I'd like, and a few of those actually would extend episodes longer than I'd probably feel comfortable with uploading. Although I do imagine these will go longer than the 20 minutes I try to shoot for on some other games that I've played through. So expect these to be closer to 30 to 40 minutes, I guess. So this area, filled with a bunch of enemies, it's very easy to get overwhelmed. We're going to be introduced to a new enemy here in just a second. That guy's got a gun over there. I don't recommend fighting 2 guys like that, especially if you're still learning, because it's very easy to, yeah, just like that. It's very easy to extend yourself to where someone can get you in the back. Grab these coins. I highly recommend clearing out an area at least once to make sure you're getting the optimal experience, whatever you want to call it. Obviously, if running through after dying is too dangerous, clear out what you think is comfortable, but there's no need for excessive grinding, usually. Just trying to get a sight on the patrol that is going around here. Assuming they're deeper in. Ceramic shard. I think I hear walking now. Maybe not. Okay, there's a guy there. Alright, there it is. There's the patrol. Usually he has some cronies with him, but don't see them today. Maybe we already took them out. Well, popping that... Oh, okay, that's the new enemy I was talking about that we're going to be introduced to. Little intimidating early on. You can block and parry his hammer, but he does have perilous attacks that you have to either jump away from or roll. But stealth hits will finish one go. Okay. I think there's a couple more guys just stationed down here. Just being careful because I did use both of my gourd charges earlier than I would have liked. Okay, I believe that might actually be everyone then. Was there an item up here I didn't grab? Alright, I guess I got everything. You'll want to... Oh, actually, there is a guy right here. Can I get killing blow on him before getting seen? Yes and no. He still saw me. But you'll see that the bar in the top right just filled, and I have a 1 there now. That's kind of what I wanted to make sure I grabbed before a possible death here. That is a skill point that we just acquired. I will go over that in a little bit. I do want to get to the top of that hill right there in a little bit. It's not necessary. We'll talk to this dying guy right here real quick.
Who is it? Is somebody there? Yes. That voice. No. Could it be? Sir, my name is Inosuke Nogami, a vassal of the Hirata family. Or at least I was. I ask a favor. Might you look in on the old lady in that house? She's my mother, but her mind is failing. She cannot tell one from another.
So she has Alzheimer's, I guess?
Sir, is it you again? Please, look after the old. She doesn't know who anybody is anymore. She may have lost her mind, but she's still my mother.
Oh, is that you, Inosuke? My son, have you seen the young master?
See, she's got a little bell there.
What? Nothing to say? Does your stomach hurt or something? You always had a weak stomach. Well, anyway, take this bell. It's a charm I made with the young master in mind. Please, offer it to Buddha for his sake.
Young Lord's Bell Charm. So this will allow us to go to a Buddha and travel to a different time. There's roosters down here. Again, probably better off not fighting multiples of these at one time, if possible. I kind of forgot they were back here. Coin purse. There's a reason why they are throwing all these coins at us this early on. Just want to make sure I have everything here. Okay, now I'm going to try to climb this hill, mountain, whatever it's called, because there is a vendor up here.
Care to purchase an offering?
An offering?
Indeed. I sell items to be offered to the dead, so they might rest in peace. From the looks of you, I'd wager you know a thing or two about death. Go ahead, buy an offering.
So pellets, a short heal over time, antidotes for clearing poison, sugar we already went over. There's coin purses that we can buy. These, it may seem not worth it to buy coin purses, to spend more gold to get less gold, but this allows you to bank your money. So if you die, you don't lose half your currency each time. It's all saved in the coin purses. This is what we want, these firecrackers. I don't see how many of these I have. Okay, so I have 4 of them. I believe I could sell all 4 for 100. Yes, so that'll give me just enough to buy Robert's firecrackers. That's why I came up here. This is a prosthetic tool modification.
Don't use that thing around here. You'll scare the crows. They're very intelligent. Leaps and bounds smarter than other animals. Cruelty won't be tolerated.
So you can use that to startle various enemies. Yeah, I think there's a couple items down here. That's why I'm up and down this area. There was another sugar. I believe. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to go over those. I believe that one acts as a stealth increase. It makes you much harder to see for enemies. Crouch here and we'll get a stealth kill on this guy just because it's free. Black gunpowder. So this is an upgrade material for prosthetic tools. You'll collect various ones as you're playing through. They make your prosthetic tools stronger or last longer. So I'll go over that more once we get to the area that we can upgrade. So make sure I'm not missing any items down here. We are coming up to an idol in a second here. It's up there on that platform. But there is somebody to talk to down here and a flashback. This is the flashback.
Man was from Hirata. I must pay my respects.
Lord Kuro,
Lady Emma, are there other Hirata survivors?
there are very few of us left.
I see. Apologies. There's no end to those who seek the dragon's heritage. This was their fate. Because of those that pursued me. I didn't mean to involve them.
Down here is someone to talk to.
Ah, I know you. Yeah. You're that good Sir Shinobi, sir. Well, I haven't seen you since, well, since that night.
What night?
You don't remember?
No.
Ah, I see. You don't remember. Listen, sir, you and I, we've met before. I was a thief back then. But those days are behind me. Now, I'm an upright and honest merchant. Only problem is, I'm broke. And being broke, I don't have anything to sell. So, good sir, would you mind lending me just a few coins to get my business going? I'll stock something useful just for you. You bet I will. And as a little bonus, I'll tell you all about that night. What do you think? Pretty good deal, right?
Okay, we'll give him 10 cents.
Here's some coin.
Thanks, good sir.
Now talk.
Yes, of course. That night. So my gang broke into the Hirata estate. Now, as you're aware, the Hirata family is part of the Ashina. Now, normally they'd mop the floor with petty thieves like us. I mean, no sweat. But it just so happens we broke in during a battle. Yeah. Almost all the young samurai were away from home, and it was a prime opportunity. Then, we started a fire and cleaned out the place. That there's when I met you. You were looking for something. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Well, that's all I know about that night.
I see.
Yeah. That look you're making now. You had that same look on your face that night. You still looking for something? Listen, good sir. For a price, I might be able to tell you some other tidbits you might find useful. For a price, of course. I'm a merchant now, you know, so...
Okay, so we can purchase more information off of him later.
Look forward to it, good sir.
Every time he says that night, I think of that one episode from The Office when Jan is playing that one song from that kid that's in that band, or whatever it is. It says something about, like, she took me by the hand and made me a man. So we will travel back to the dilapidated temple here, but we will be coming back more to that night he's referring to. Actually a very important element to this game.
What is it?
Seems to me your battle sense has returned. You're more like a shinobi than before, if only a little. Take this.
Okay, so this book, it has texts in there that we can spec into. I believe there's 3 texts total.
Is it?
Shinobi techniques. Recorded within are fighting techniques that cannot be performed by samurai. Whether you make use of them or not is up to you. Shinobi aren't the only ones with their own fighting techniques.
And what he means by that is there's other techniques that we will be able to grab later. And this is the skill point that I referred to earlier. We hit level 1, we'll be able to spec into something. But
I
really
found
why we're
one.
here
A shinobi tool?
is to upgrade our
Yes.
tool.
I said before that your prosthetic arm was a fang, but by fitting shinobi tools to your arm, you'll be able to change the form of that fang. Thick shields, break them into splinters. Swift foes, bring them down from afar. Fitting more devices means more ways to slay your enemies. If there's someone that needs killing, there's a proper way to kill them. That's all there is to it.
Seems you know this prosthetic very well.
I should calm myself. The more I speak of bloodshed, the more demonic my sculptures will become. Give it ear. I'll fit that tool for you.
So we picked up 2 upgrades. Yeah. We have to come here for him to fit them onto the prosthetic. Here are the firecrackers first. They don't cost anything to add to our prosthetic arm, but upgrades later will cost Sen and also the materials.
Yes, right. That kind-faced Buddha you see over there? Don't do anything funny with it.
Okay, there's our... It's just going over the prosthetic tools. This Buddha here is where we will use the bell to travel to a memory. The item I just... Alright, the spirit emblems right there. That is what I just picked up. These are used as a resource in order to be used to use our prosthetic tool. So it's not a free tool that we can just spam. It does require some kind of resource. We'll rest at this idol. Yeah, we're at 32 minutes actually. Let's just go over the skills real quick. So it branches, it's a tree. It starts off to the left and you have to spec in, and these lines will show you what is required as a prerequisite to get to there. You can't see what these are just yet. It becomes more apparent as, or it comes seen as you spec points into these traits. The one that I do want to the most, and I'm going to hold off on spending any points, is this Makiri counter. The blue traits here are Fire Shinobi Martial Art. Okay, yeah, so these are, I guess these are like, the best way to put it is like skills. These are more reactions that you can do in combat, where red ones are actual attacks, or arts, or combat arts as it says here. So this is a whirlwind slash, this is an attack that we can do, but this is a skill that I want to protect us from the perilous attacks that will pop up. And then the yellow ones are increases in some capacity of more healing from the gourds, collect more sen. I think there's also ones for finding more of the spirit emblems or something, or increases our capacity of maximum capacity of spirit emblems, something along those lines. But these are ultimately increases. They won't help you in battle, but they are nice to have. So with that, guys, I'm going to call this an episode here. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace.